Hey everyone, welcome to part 25 of this trophy guide for Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster. This is also part 9 of the Suikoden 2 guide where we're about 25% of the way done with the game, so good work so far. Thanks to all the channel members who help to support the channel, I really appreciate it. And now without further ado, let's dive into it. Starting off, let's leave the Cave of the Wind, and now we want to travel over toward the northeast so that we can return to Kuskus town, and that's just to get us ready for our next dungeon. Once we're in the town, let's head up just a little bit so that we can go into the inn where we can rest and get all of our health and our MP back. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and exit the inn, go down a little bit toward the south, and we'll go into the item shop. Now we've got to make some room in our inventory for the items that we're going to get in our next dungeon, so let's go ahead and sell off some of the things that we don't need anymore. We have a lot of medicines that we really don't need, so we'll sell a few of those off, and we can also get rid of things like the antitoxin that we have, but I would recommend that you keep some of the items that deal fire damage, such as the flaming arrows or the firewall. Aside from selling items, we can also use some of the items that are currently in our bag. So we'll open up the menu, go to items, choose bag, and we'll scroll down to find this firewall, and I'm going to choose to equip that onto a party member. It looks like Victor has an empty slot, so let's go ahead and give him that firewall. And then we also have these flaming arrows. I'm going to go ahead and equip those onto Freed. It looks like he's got some medicines, but I don't really need that, so I'll go ahead and switch those out, and now he's got the ability to do some fire damage. I use the Stone of Magic on Eiley to raise her magic stat just a bit, and we also have a Stone of Protection to increase the protection or the defense on Victor. And now that I've made some extra space in my inventory so that we can pick up new items in the next dungeon, we can go ahead and leave Kuskus by heading out the southern exit. Now we're going to travel back to North Window, so follow the coastline along as we proceed over toward the northwest, and we're going to get there in no time. Now let's walk straight ahead a few steps to get a scene. Okay, time for some vampire slaying, and don't screw it up this time, Celestial Sword. You cretin. First, let's go to Necklord's lair. I know how to nullify his power. Let's head in, Mike. Now we'll go straight ahead all the way up until we can go inside the castle. There are a few different types of enemies in this area, but honestly, I didn't get into a single encounter running through here, so if you get into a fight, you can fight them off, they're not too difficult, otherwise just follow along as we navigate through here. From here, we'll go over toward the right and up to go into a different area, and on the left is the treasure chest. Let's open that up and we'll get a fire orb. Now we'll head back toward the right and down, go over to the left, and then up to go into a different area, and then keep going up and over toward the left. Now we're going to run toward the left to go into a different area, and then we'll run over toward the left, down, over toward the right, and there's going to be a treasure chest on the right hand side. Let's open that up to get a Stone of Magic Protection. We can use this right away on one of our party members, and I'm going to choose to use it on Victor to raise his magic defense a little bit. After that's done, let's head back toward the left, go up the stairs, and exit out the left side. We'll keep running over toward the left to go into a new area, and now we'll go down. Keep running down. This room has 5 statues in it. We want to go to the statue all the way on the far left side, and we want to push it toward the left just a little bit. That's going to open up a door in the top of the room, and we'll go through it. Then run forward, open up the treasure chest, and we're going to get a darkness orb. Let's go back the way that we came, and now we want to push the statue on the top a little bit toward the right, and then down so it's directly in the middle of all of these statues, and that's going to open up another passageway for us. So now let's go through the door on the top left. We'll keep running up, and then we'll go up a little bit more. Run around and go out the southern door, and then keep going down. This room has a bunch of torches, and we need to make the bottom row look just like the top row, so we're going to light the first, second, third, and fifth lamps. And then that opens up a door on the top that we can go through. Now let's go up and grab the blue ribbon from this chest. We'll proceed back down, and now all we have to do is to light the 4th lamp on the top row to open up another door in the top right corner that we can go through. We'll keep going up into a new area, and then up a little bit further. Now we'll exit out the right side of the screen and run all the way along this bridge until we get into another building. Now we'll go up and into a different area. On the right hand side are 2 treasure chests. We can get a chainmail as well as a collar. Now we'll go through the door on the top and out toward the left. Keep running left all the way across the bridge to re-enter the other building. This is the last room before the boss, so head left and then up, and then if you need to, go ahead and heal up using some medicines, and when you're ready, go forward into the next room for a scene and a fight. Oh, there you are. I've been waiting. Victor, Celestial Sword, and oh, is that the Marley boy? How nice of you to save me all that trouble by arriving together. Laugh while you can. Between the Celestial Sword and the vampire hunting skills of the Marley family, there will be no more escape for you, fiend. That's right. Get ready to die. Come now, don't be in such a rush. Of course I understand that, but I have my own ideas as well. That's why I lured you all here. I have something I'd like to show you. Tell me, do you remember her? Her name is Daisy, is it not? You. Well, care to strike a bargain? Give me the Celestial Sword and I'll let you have the girl. Sound fair? Victor. Don't give him the sword. Victor, if we lose the Night Rune, we'll never be able to defeat Necklord. Ha ha ha! Victor, help me! What's the matter? Hand that sword over to me. Celestial Sword. Do whatever you like. How many years has it been? It's so long ago that I can barely even remember her face. Okay, listen up, you rotten bloodsucker. Once a person is dead, they're gone forever. And old Victor here isn't stupid enough to be fooled by your little attempt to play on my feelings. Let's go, partner. Watch how you speak to me. Let's get him, Mike. He has to pay. Yeah. You pesky little, but no matter. I have another opponent for you. Now if you'll excuse me. Wait. Until we meet again. Something's coming for us, Victor. And now we have a boss fight against Abomination. On hard mode, Abomination has 5,400 HP and he has a weakness to both fire and light damage. For the first round, Freed is going to use the Flaming Arrows item from his inventory, and Victor is going to use the Firewall item. Our main character is going to use his rune, the Bright Shield rune, to use the Shining Light ability to damage the enemy with light damage, and then we're going to have Nanami attack while Ailey uses her Fire rune's Dancing Flames ability to do lots of damage. Finally, we're going to have Khan use his Resurrection rune's Exorcism ability to hit the enemy for massive damage. Now technically, we're a little bit under-leveled for this fight. Typically, you want to be somewhere between level 26 and 30 to have an easier time with this fight, but even though we're a little bit under-leveled, we're still able to do over half of his health and damage on just this first turn of combat alone. Now, Abomination has two types of attacks that he likes to do. He does have a single target attack, which he'll just walk forward and attack someone in the front row. It does quite a bit of damage to them, and he does have another type of attack as well, where he attacks all of the party members at once, and it does a little bit less damage to everyone, but it's still pretty nasty, and you want to make sure that you have the ability to do some good healing. Luckily, we've got that with our main character. As for his party-wide attack, he can either jump into the air and smash down on everyone to do physical damage, or he has a magic attack that will attack all party members and do magic damage. Alright, well now we're coming to the end of turn 1, and he's got about half of his health remaining at this point, so let's look at round number 2. We're going to once again have Freed use his item, the Flaming Arrows, but Victor doesn't have any more items, so let's go ahead and use his normal attack. Then with our main character, we'll use his rune, the Bright Shield rune, and the ability Great Blessing will heal all of our party members, basically making up for that group-wide attack he did earlier. Nanami will attack normally, and then Aili will use her Firewall spell to deal lots of damage, and then we don't have the Exorcism spell anymore, but we can use Scolding with Khan, and that's also going to do damage and hit his weakness to light-based damage. Thanks to our main character's healing ability, our party members get healed up, though maybe not all the way to full health, and it was just in time too, because now Abomination shows us his magic attack that deals damage to all of our party members. Now we'll keep up our strong offense with Aili's Firewall spell, which will deal over 400 damage to him. We'll get a normal attack out of Victor, and then Khan will give Abomination a good scolding. This is going to do about 160 damage. Now Abomination does his second attack for this turn, and he targets the main character and puts him into critical health. That's alright though, we're able to heal out of that just fine. And now Freed uses his last Flaming Arrows item that's going to deal some damage, and that will end round 2, and he's got about 1700 health left. For round 3, Freed and Victor are both going to use their normal attacks, while our main character is going to heal our entire party using the Bright Shield rune's Great Blessing ability. Nanami will use her normal attack while Aili uses her last Firewall spell, and then Khan is going to use his ability Scolding. Now, as you've been able to tell, throughout the course of this battle, we had a very powerful round 1, a little bit weaker round 2, and as we progress, we run out of our powerful abilities and our items that we can use, so our damage output is going to be less and less, but the enemy's damage output is going to be the same or greater. In fact, this time, he hits my party with not 1, but 2 party-wide attacks, and that's actually pretty devastating overall, and that means we're going to be in very low health across our entire party. But we still have 2 tricks up our sleeve. Our main character has a ability called Battle Oath, which will basically refill all of our party members' health all the way back up to full, and even has a chance of giving them the Anger status, which will increase their damage output by 50%, and that's very handy. And if some of your party members get knocked out, you can also have Khan use his Yell ability to resurrect a fallen party member. You have 3 charges of that, so if 3 party members get knocked out, you're still able to pick them back up and get them back into the fight. As you can see here, 4 out of my 6 party members are now in critical health after that last round of attack, but that Battle Oath ability will heal them all up, and we even get that Anger status to affect both the main character and Nanami, meaning that she's now going to be doing 50% more damage in battle. And that's really all there is to this fight. It's just a matter of doing as much damage as you can as quickly as possible, because Abomination really can out-damage your healing abilities. You do not want this fight to drag on for any longer than it has to. This fight's going to conclude right around the 14-minute and 45-second mark, so feel free to skip ahead to that point. Otherwise, just watch the last few seconds of this battle, and I'll see you at the end. Now for the final round of combat, we're just going to keep healing with our main character and have everyone use their strongest abilities available to them. Nanami in her anger status is doing more damage than usual, and that's enough to take down Abomination. At that point, we get a ton of experience, getting all the way up to about level 25, which is what we probably should have been going into this fight to make it easier, but that's alright. We get 10,000 Pach also as a reward, and then we get a concluding cutscene. Darn, he got away! Darn, darn, darn! At any rate, we have solved the disappearances and Necklord has fled, so we should return to South Window and give our report. Yeah, guess you're right. There's nothing left to do here, so let's leave the castle. Well, I'm going to pursue Necklord, so this is where we part ways for now. When I find him, I'll send word to you. Okay, thanks. After Khan leaves, we're going to follow him down toward the south and keep going until you get another cutscene. Huh? Hey, what are you all doing here? South Window has fallen to Highland. What? Is this true? Then what of Lord Grandmayor? Murdered by Oulan G. No, it can't be. Lord Grandmayor. Tell me exactly what happened. Okay. As soon as you all left South Window, a Highland force led by Oulan G descended upon the city. He must have judged us easy pickings. At any rate, Lord Grandmayor surrendered unconditionally to avoid any bloodshed. But the very next morning, the mayor's head was hanging from the castle gates. I was with women and children, so I managed to get away without anyone realizing my true identity. Hehehe, and just who do you have to thank for that? Hey, no need to bring that up. Huh? Anyway, we managed to get out of the city and came after you guys. We ran into Apple, Sai, and Leona along the way. My dear South Window. In order to prevent uprisings, Highland is arresting former soldiers of Muse and South Window all over the place. Which means it's only a matter of time before the Highland army comes sniffing around here. Still, I don't much like our chances with only a few people in a busted up old castle. What do you guys think? There must be something we can do. I hear you, Mike, but I don't like our chances against the Highland army. What's wrong with all of you? Is running away all that any of you can think of? I thought we were better than this. Mike is right. There must be a way. There must be. But what's the point of fighting a battle when we have no chance of winning? We do have a chance. Care to fill us in, Apple? For a small force to defeat a larger force, strategy is needed. We can win as long as we have the right plan. And I take it you have a brilliant strategy in mind? No, I'm not up to the task. I've learned that the hard way. But I know someone who is. In Radat town, there's a man named Shu. He and I were both students under Master Matthew. Though Shu was later expelled by Matthew, he still has one of the finest strategic minds I've ever known. If we can get him to join us, I'm sure he'll be able to think up a way we can win this. I guess you're right. We can't very well keep running to the edge of the world. Uh-huh, yeah. Okay, guess all we can do is give it a shot. Flick, Me and you are gonna try to scare up as many troops as we can. There should be plenty of guys from South Window around here. As for the Shu guy, that's all you, Mike. Make sure you bring him back, huh? This is important, Mike. Radat town is east of South Window. I'll go along with you. Don't worry about Pilika. I'll look after her. Thanks, Leona. Okay, let's go, Mike. Hey, Apple, is this Shu person handsome? What? Don't ask me. Hey now, I'm counting on you. Apple joined your group. Nanami has joined the party. So who else are you going to take with you? To recruit our next party member, we have to have an all-female party besides the main character. It really doesn't matter who you choose. I'm going to take Ailey, Hannah, Anita, and Rena. This party has a good mixture of short range and medium to long range characters, which means that we can be effective in combat, though we don't have to do too much fighting overall. We're going to change our formation a little bit. We're going to move Hannah and Anita up to the front row to take Mike and Nanami's places, and then we're going to put the main character up into the front row as well, just because he's got better defense. So overall, we have Hannah, Anita, the main character, Ailey, Nanami, and Rena. Now that our party members have been set up, let's go ahead and leave out the upper left-hand corner of the room. Now we have to exit the castle, so let's go up and through the large doorway, and then run around toward the right and down the stairs. We'll go over toward the right side of the screen, and then down, and keep going down toward the bottom. Now we'll keep going down toward the bottom of the screen, and then over toward the right, and we can exit out the bottom to return to the world map. Now we're going to follow the coastline along toward the southeast, and we're going to make our way back into a Kuskus town. Once you're in town, go and talk to the woman who's walking down by the water. Lately, some nasty scoundrels who only prey on groups of girls have been popping up around here. Now we can leave the town, and then we're going to go right back in. And we're going to go across the bridge over toward the left side of town, and we'll get a cutscene when we get over there. Hey there, buddy. You must be quite the lucky fella having so many pretty ladies at your side. Yeah, you know, I'm actually kind of jealous. Say, big guy, how about sharing a few of your fine friends with us poor unlucky types? Hehe, be a good girl. Stop that. Whoa, look at this guy, acting brave for the ladies. Heh, too bad, lover boy. You have no honor. Now just quiet down and quit fighting. Get your hands off her, scum. Who are you? You still have something to say? You back with us? And we'll be nice and say thanks. I know it's tough because you can't fight very well, but girls need to be kept safe, am I right? You are. Okay, good answer. And your name is Mike? I'm Oulan. I was a bodyguard for hire, but now I'm out of work. So think you can walk? I'll get you where you need to be. Please join us. Okay, but first I want to hear about your situation. So you're fighting Highland, eh? I thought you were just a kid, but I guess I was wrong. Okay, I'll do it. You seem to be well worth protecting. Glad to join you, Mike. Oulan has joined you. Oulan has joined the party. Oulan is a short-range character, which means that we need to replace either Hannah or Anita in order for her to be effective in combat. If we replace Ailey or Rena, then Oulan wouldn't really be able to do anything. So in this case, I'm going to choose to remove Anita, and Oulan will take her place. And because of these choices, our party formation is already correct, and we don't have to make any changes to it. After Oulan has been recruited, let's go over toward the right side of the screen where we can go into the inn, and we're just going to quickly save the game. And then we're going to head out of the inn, head over toward the blacksmith shop just to our left, and we're going to talk to the blacksmith, and we're going to upgrade weapons. Now luckily Oulan's weapon is already upgraded, but Hannah's is a little bit farther behind than everyone else, so we're going to upgrade her level all the way up to level 6. And then after her weapon reaches level 6, we'll go to the attach command and give the fire orb to Hannah so that she now does fire damage with her attacks. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and leave the blacksmith shop, and we're going to keep heading down toward the bottom of the screen so that we can go out to the world map. From here, we're going to proceed on over toward the southeast, and we're going to go toward the red dot on the minimap way over toward the east. Now let's go into the town and see that this is Radat town. We'll go over toward the right to get to an intersection, then we'll head up, and we'll go into the inn on the left. Now we'll save the game so that we can try to get a rare find in the item shop. We'll head back toward the right and then go down and into the item shop on the right. We'll talk to the person on the right behind the counter, and we'll see if we can get that rare find to pop up, and it's going to be recipe number 18 for 3,300 Pach. We're going to go ahead and buy that one. If you didn't get it to pop up, go ahead, reset the game, and try again. I also have the speed ring here. I'm not going to buy it, but it is an amazing accessory, so if you get that one, I would recommend getting it. Now we're going to go ahead and leave here, and we're going to go over toward the left to go into the tavern. If we run toward the back of the area, we can find the chef in the back left corner. Let's go ahead and talk to him, and he is going to give us another recipe. This is recipe number 14. Now let's leave the tavern, and we're going to head over toward the right side of the screen, but don't exit the screen yet. Instead, you want to go through the opening in the wall at the top. So this is where Shu is. Hey, Mike, seems like Apple and this Shu have some history, huh? Let's go inside. Huh? Oh, okay. I'll go call the master. Please wait here. He sure does live in a nice house. It's been a long time, Apple. Shu. I already know what you want, but go ahead and tell me anyway. I want only one thing. I want you to join us. You must know what Luca Blight is planning. If Highland takes over this country, a great many people will suffer. Please, Shu, please lend us your strength. Well, what you say is true. Luca Blight is a curse upon this world. He intends to reduce the city-states to ashes. And that's why we must stop him. Please, join our side. I can't. What? But why? You know Luca's intentions and yet you decline? Yes, I know, but to be honest, I don't really care which side is destroyed. How can you say that? I'm a trader now. I use my knowledge to predict shifts in the world's economy. It's the greatest way to get rich. Rulers change, borders change, countries change, but money is a constant. In fact, there's nothing better for business than a good war. So, Shu, are you saying that even though you know what a monster Luca is, you're just going to sit by and watch? In a word, yes. No. I'm disappointed in you. You didn't learn anything from Master Matthew, did you? He expelled me. Well, it's time you were off. Someone show them the way out. Apple, the Shu person. Shu and I studied strategy together under Master Matthew. He thought of me as a younger sister. But despite being warned by Master Matthew not to use his talents for unjust goals, Shu could not resist and was eventually expelled. Master Matthew and Shu were both so important to me, but they just couldn't see eye to eye. Let's choose option 2, maybe there's something we can do. Yes, but without Shu's help, we have no hope against Oulan Ji. I hate to admit it, but I'm not good enough. Let's gather some more information. Now let's head over toward the left, and we're going to return to the tavern. Once you're inside, all you really have to do is try to leave again. Apple, you're still here? I'm sure you're aware, but Highland will be here in force sooner than later. I know that, but we're not leaving until you agree to help us. So what are you going to do? Are you willing to get down on your knees and beg? If that's what it takes, we'll stay silent. It's okay, I don't mind. I beg of you, please help us. We need you. Apple. You... Please, please, I'm begging you. We need your help, Shu. I'm leaving. I'm not thirsty anymore. Apple, have you lost your pride as one of Master Matthew's disciples? You should be ashamed. Of course I don't like to dirty myself on the ground before you, begging like a dog for all to see. But if necessary, I can cast aside what little pride I have. That's what I learned from Master Matthew. Let's go. Yes, sir. Come on, Apple, that's enough. No, if there's even the faintest glimmer of hope, please bear with me just a little longer, Mike. Now let's choose option 2, okay, I understand. Thanks. But from the look of things, Shu is going to avoid us from this point on. What should we do? Let's go ahead and leave the tavern, head a bit toward the right, and then keep going down toward the bottom. Just outside the appraisal shop is a man in black. Let's talk to him. I know about the three of you. Yo, Mike, that's your adopted sister Nanami, and that's Apple, student of Matthew the Strategist, am I right? Yes, you're right. I knew it. I mean, once the greatest private eye in Radat is on the case, I can find out anything. So you came here to get Shu the traitor to join you, right? Yeah, I know all about the scene in the tavern too. How about it? You want to hire me to help? Give me 1,500 poch up front and I'll dig up all the dirt you need on Shu. Please. You paid 1,500 poch. Okay, it's a deal. You folks head on back to the inn, fluff up your pillows, and get some shut-eye while I handle the rest. Old Richmond here always gets the job done, so don't worry. I'll come find you when I have the goods. You're staying at... Oh yeah, the Masked Inn. What? Of course I knew that. They have great soup. Try it. Alright, now let's head back up and go into the inn. and then we'll talk to the innkeeper. Richmond told me about you. Please go up to the second floor. It was a success. Who's there? Hey, you're the guy from before. How did you get in here? Whoa, easy there. I just came to deliver my report. Really? You really haven't done anything creepy? You think a hard-boiled dandy like old Richmond here would do something like that, Missy? What's going on? Please don't make a fuss. You see, I'm the type who likes to work fast. Now it looks like this Shu person is trying to give you all a wide berth, but he has a big trade going down tomorrow night that he has to attend. They're making the deal at the port east of here, so if you wait at the bridge, you'll be able to get the jump on him. Well, that's a wrap from me. The rest is up to you. Be seeing ya. Tomorrow night, eh? I slept well. Okay, let's go. We're gonna wait for Shu on the bridge to the east. Wait, on the bridge? What do you mean? Wait, you don't remember? Anyway, it sounds like we should go to the bridge over to the east of here. We'll soon have to do a one-on-one duel that we don't want to lose, so let's go ahead and save the game at the inn, and then we can exit the inn, head over toward the right, and then we'll head down toward the south to the next intersection, and now we're going to go all the way toward the east, this time running past Shu's house and going into a new area. Let's keep running over toward the right. Now take a few steps forward to get a scene. According to that detective, Shu will come this way, so let's wait for him here. Yeah. Brr, what's the delay? I'm starting to get cold. Yeah. Hey, over there! There's nothing left to talk about. No, I'm not giving up. Apple, listen carefully. You're trying to be involved in a war. You have studied the execution of warfare. In the last battle, the fort of Victor and his mercenaries was taken because your strategy failed. How many people died? Do you even know? Yes, I know. I was weak and ineffective, and that's exactly why we need your help. And if your strategy had proven successful, it would also have meant the loss of many lives. Can you really bear that burden? This here is a silver coin. It's of the sort I use when trading with the island nations south of the Tauran Republic. Find that coin and I'll join you. What? In the freezing cold water? Wait, Mike. Is that really a promise? Yes, but remember, you have to find the coin first. Hey, this is impossible. We're never gonna find that tiny coin, so let's call it a day. Maybe Victor and the others will have come up with a good plan, okay? Can we? No, we're going to find that coin. First, we'll have to stop the flow of water. Let's go to that sluice gate up ahead. If we head over toward the left, we get to the sluice gate, but we can't use it ourselves, so talk to the man in green. What do you want? This is no place for a bunch of landlubbers like you. We'll say, could you please close the water gate? The water gate? That's a funny joke, kid. This gate only gets closed a couple times a year for special reasons. Why should I do that for you? Just shut up, turn around, and get out of my face. Please, it's very important. You don't hear too well, do you, princess? I ain't playing around here. Am I gonna have to get rough? You can do whatever you want, but please, close the water gate. Apple, let's just give up. See, I'd listen to that little cutie's advice if I were you. What's up, Jin? Got some trouble? Hey, Amada, I don't know what's going on, but these crazy kids won't get off my case about closing the water gate. Huh, that is pretty weird, but if they're giving you trouble, I'll take care of it. Thanks, you're a lifesaver. So what's the big fuss? I take it the water gate is that thing over there? Yes, can't you close it for one day? No, even just a night? I see. But sorry, little lady, we can't just go around opening and closing the gate for no good reason. Now, if someone's life was in danger or there was some other emergency, things might be different. Many people's lives do depend on it. We need it closed to defeat the Highland Army. Huh? Does a water gate have something to do with the war? I mean, I am from down south and all, so I don't know how you folks do things up here, but I can't see how a sluice is going to change things. We'll say, please. Huh? Okay then. I got a soft spot for folks who got real steel in their eyes like you do. So here's how it's gonna be. I'll fight you for it. You win and I'll accept that you really mean business and close the gate. So you win? We'll say, I'm in. I knew you'd be up for it. I got a good eye for character and you got a tough look about you. Anyway, you're a man in my book. Okay, let's do this. Here I come. And now we have a duel against Amada. First, show me what you got, boy. As always with these duels, we have to take a look at what the enemy says, figure out what they're going to do, and then do an appropriate action to counter their action. I'm going to have the written guide in the description, so feel free to try to match up the dialogue options and then you'll know what to choose. In this case, he's going to defend, so I'm going to choose to attack. Ouch, I felt that one. In this case, that means he's going to attack next, which means we have to use a special attack. Ouch, I definitely felt that one. This one is pretty similar to the last one that he just said, and once again he's going to choose to attack, so we're going to choose to do a special attack, and that should be enough to defeat Amada and win us the duel. Whoa, ouch, ease up there, slugger. No need to knock my block off for real. Man, I didn't expect that, but a promise is a promise. We'll close the sluice, but only for one night, got it? Oh, okay, thank you so much. Hey, Amada, you sure about this? Huh? Yeah, these guys have a good reason, and a pretty important one at that. I'll take the blame if anything comes up, so help them out, Jin. Sure, you got it. Gotta say, though, this is pretty odd. Are you okay? You're not hurt? Oh yeah, he's fine. Micah's a lot tougher than he looks. I'm sorry. We don't have much time, so let's hurry and get back below the bridge. Oh, okay. Let's stay toward the left side of the screen and keep going down until we find some stairs. This water looks really cold. We have to hurry or we'll be out of daylight. We have to get in as soon as the water level drops. Hey, are you okay? It's starting to get cold. I'm fine. You all can go back to the inn if you want. We'll say, I'll help too. Hey, come on, enough already. We're never gonna find it. Hey, listen, we're not meant to find it. I saw the whole thing. What did you see? What happened when Shu threw the coin? He switched it out for a pebble just before the throw. It happened so fast that I wasn't sure what I saw. But that's why we'll never be able to find it. He would never do that. I'm going to keep searching. It's fine. Huh? You can go back. It's fine. I knew it as well. That Shu wasn't even willing to give me a fair chance. It's just, I didn't want to believe it. That's why. Please, go on back to the inn. Don't say that. Hey! What's that? Huh? Really? Could it be? It is! It really is the coin! Really? Good job, Mike! Yay, you're the best! The coin. Now Shu will... Apple. Shu! You promised. Yes, I did. You're freezing. Why did you have to do that? It was necessary. You're a strong girl. I may have inherited Master Matthew's talent, but you inherited his resolve, it would seem. So then... Yes, leave it to me. You now have a mind worth more than 1,000,000 soldiers on your side. Thank you. Can I see that coin? That rune on your right hand. Mike, was it? You wouldn't happen to be Master Genkaku's adopted son, would you? How do you know about Grandpa Genkaku? There aren't many left who remember now, but the name of Master Genkaku has a special meaning for the city-states of Joustin. What do you mean? We'll talk about it after the battle. Right now, our main priority is defeating Oulan G and his troops. Mike, I want to thank you for helping Apple. Between you and that rune on your hand, we might just have a chance of winning this war. Shu has joined you, and we get the trophy, a job well done. But this coin... Heh, another job well done. How did it go? Well, it could take some time since it was all so sudden. He needs to dismiss his workers and wrap up a few things. He said we should head back first without him, so let's go. Are you sure? He might be trying to trick us again. Don't worry, Shu isn't that kind of person. Let's go, Mike. Well, we've got nothing left to do in town anymore, so let's head on up and exit the town. And then we're going to head over toward the left, and we have to go back to our castle in North Window, which is located far toward the northwest. So we're going to keep on walking past the town of Kuskus, and then follow the water line all the way over to North Window. We've had our all-female team for a little while now, but I haven't shown a fight with them yet, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. There is a special Unite attack that we have between Hannah and Oulan. It's called Tackle Attack. You do 75% of normal damage to all enemies. Really, the only downside, though, is it's going to cause you to become off balance. And if you happen to use the family attack with Nanami as well, she'll also be off balance, which means that 3 out of 6 party members are going to be off balance, which makes it a little bit risky of a move, but also it can come in handy as a good finisher in taking out a large group of enemies all at once. Now let's keep going over and enter our castle in North Window. And now we have to head all the way back up toward the top of the castle so that we can find a Journeyman Orb and save the game before our next large army battle. And this is where we're going to end part 25. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button. It really helps me out. And also consider subscribing so that you can join our amazing community and so that you can stay up to date with the rest of the videos in this series. I'll see you soon in part 26. Until then, thanks for watching and have a good day.